Never seen such a perverted prison? Will all the prisoners' head and buttocks connected to an 800-meter-long human centipede? The centipede's head is very able to eat a strong man, and his digestive system is particularly developed because it is related to the back of the hundreds of prisoners whether they can eat. Such a disgusting prison that the warden can't be a normal person in order to make the inmates obedient. He came up with countless methods, but none of them worked. Every time he came to the cell inspection, all he heard were curses. Whether it was his parents, or the pet dog he had, or his reproductive ability, were used by the inmates to constantly ridicule curses. If it were not for the cell block, the warden is afraid to have died hundreds of times. In order to punish a disobedient prisoner, he tied the other party to the table and then covered with a towel and quickly put a pot of boiling water poured on the prisoner. The prisoner's pain is heartbreaking. The warden does not care, but the method of violence against violence gradually caused the crowd to rebel. The warden's majesty has not been enhanced, but instead for the prison to add a lot of patience. Over time, the cost of treatment is also a huge expense. The prison's costs are getting bigger and bigger, causing the governor's strong dissatisfaction. The governor put out harsh words: "Give you a week's time. If you still cannot suppress the prisoners, you, the warden, immediately get out of prison." The warden of the surface of the non-stop concurrence. But after sending away the governor, his heart sprang up a nameless anger. He can only find the prisoners to take the air. He grabbed a prisoner, directly cut off the other side of the genital organs. Also let the chef cook and put on the table, but eat this thing does not bring any comfort to his heart. On the contrary, this perverted behavior provoked the prisoner more strong resistance. Just at this time, the side of the secretary came up with a brilliant way to sew the prisoners one after another, made of human centipede unified control. The biggest advantage is that only one serving of food can feed them. The prison governor heard, decided to immediately start the experiment.